ChatGPT is everywhere these days. We even have a few videos you can watch right now on how mentors and mentees can use ChatGPT. But there is one question we know is on everyone's mind. Can ChatGPT replace mentors completely? The answer to that is a loud and underlined No. Hi, I'm Liliana. Welcome to MentorcliQ's Mentoring Masterminds, where we combine our industry-leading experience in employee engagement strategies with actionable advice directly from HR leaders who represent our Fortune 500 clients. Keep watching this video to find out exactly why fictional AI personalities like HAL 9000, Jarvis, and the Terminator are still very much the realm of TV and movies. But first, we make these videos because we love seeing mentoring programs succeed and careers positively impacted. Be sure to like and subscribe so you know when we release new content like this every week, and leave us a comment if you found this video helpful and want to engage a bit more on the topic. There's no denying the incredible capabilities of ChatGPT and other large language models similar to it, such as Google's Bard. These tools can use highly advanced algorithms that can make them appear incredibly intelligent. And truthfully, there are many things that ChatGPT can do that mentors may struggle with. Since we don't want to completely discount the value of ChatGPT, here is a list of things that ChatGPT can do better than a mentor. 1. 24/7 availability. Unless a mentor is already a robot or is getting coffee directly through an IV, they likely need to sleep at some point. Mentees and mentors may struggle to align, and geographic distance may slow down how quickly mentees can get answers to questions. ChatGPT, however, has an uptime of nearly 100%. That means it's almost always available at any time of day or night. It's even available to answer questions and provide feedback on weekends or holidays. Talk about serious work ethic. 2. Objective and unbiased feedback. We humans have a hard time being unbiased and completely objective. That ultimately spills over into a mentoring relationship as well. Unlike human mentors who might have unconscious biases, both positive and negative, ChatGPT doesn't. It can provide objective feedback based on the data it's being trained on. Whenever a mentee needs feedback, ChatGPT's response will always be delivered without any personal opinion or biases for against the topic or the person asking the question. 3. Consistency. Let's just say we humans have a hard time being consistent. How we engage is driven by a myriad of emotional and physical factors. ChatGPT and other AI, however, don't change how they interact just because they are too tired or feeling hungry or had a particularly contentious meeting an hour ago. We humans can have our off days, we can forget information, we can even be inconsistent in their mentoring styles. ChatGPT's consistency gives it an edge in regular interactions. Now that we have some idea of how ChatGPT is superior, let's look at the other side of the coin. Emotional intelligence is incredibly important for social learning engagements like mentoring. Let's say a mentee is struggling to understand a discussion topic that arises during a mentoring session. A properly trained mentor with strong emotional intelligence can pick up on the social emotional cues that mentees might not even notice they are sending. The mentor can then ask questions or change how they are engaging to help the mentee feel more comfortable or move past confusion. ChatGPT is simply not capable of this. Emotional intelligence is important in all forms of communication. ChatGPT cannot understand even some of the subtle emotional cues that we leave each other even in a written form. And of course, since ChatGPT is a chatbot, mentees can't communicate with it through voice or video, at least not yet anyway. You can ask ChatGPT about the emotions that might exist in your writing, but it won't independently see interpret, and respond to a mentee's emotional needs. The defining feature of what makes someone a mentor is personal experience. ChatGPT may be able to help mentees define terms and better understand concepts. It may even be able to explain the best course of action given different scenarios. But ChatGPT lacks personal experience. Human mentors can share personal anecdotes and experiences that add incredible value to different situations. They can use their own experience to provide practical advice and wisdom that AI, lacking life experience, cannot offer. This becomes even more evident when mentoring relationships are specific to a company or organization. Someone in a leadership development mentoring program may need practical insights and advice on how to get promoted and succeed in a leadership position at their specific organization. ChatGPT won't be able to offer anything but broad generalizations that will likely either be wrong or too general to be practical. Making connections between two seemingly unrelated things is something we humans excel at. Because ChatGPT's algorithm chooses words and sentences based on mathematical probabilities, it struggles with ambiguity. ChatGPT can process information based on its training data. However, it lacks the ability to truly understand the context of a mentee situation in the way humans can. Humans have the ability to connect dots between various aspects of knowledge and can provide insights based on a much more holistic view of the world. And because ChatGPT lacks a long-term memory for each engagement, it won't remember the context anyway. Human mentors will understand the full context of a mentee situation, making engagements and discussions more efficient. ChatGPT, however, doesn't remember conversation and context between sessions, or even within the same session beyond a certain length. As a result, mentees will have to re-explain the entire context of their personal development and growth plan, and everything they have experienced up to that point. To say that it will be tedious is an understatement. Not all mentoring relationships are about networking and sponsorship. However, many mentoring relationships do ultimately lead to mentees getting introduced to their mentor's broader network. And when those relationships are strong, many mentors strongly advocate for and sponsor their mentees for job opportunities. As wonderful as ChatGPT might be in answering questions and helping mentees get past informational hurdles, it can help mentees expand their network. And ChatGPT can't sponsor a mentee for open positions or exciting projects that can help lead to new career opportunities. Morality and ethics come up regularly in mentoring engagements. Much of that relates to how mentees should interact with others. Morality and ethics are not always clear-cut, especially for a mentee learning and developing leadership skills. Decisions around ethics and morality often require a deep understanding of human society, culture, emotions, and the gray areas that exist within them. Human mentors are much better suited to providing guidance in these complex, often subjective areas. AI tools like ChatGPT operate based on programming and training data. They don't possess a moral or ethical compass. That's not to say that ChatGPT can't offer advice on what might be the most ethical option. But its responses often come with caveats and may not take into account the unique situation and context. What limitation have you found using ChatGPT? Let us know in the comments below. AI tools like ChatGPT are good co-pilots for mentors and mentees. The tools can help reduce some of the work needed to prepare for and engage in mentoring relationships. However, because ChatGPT lacks any kind of emotional intelligence, and its understanding of context is very limited, it can't replace a real mentor. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to visit us at mentorcliq.com and follow us on LinkedIn for more mentoring program insights and advice.